Hello and welcome to this review of the AEG Ultracaptic vacuum cleaner. This vacuum cleaner was supplied to me free of charge for testing by AO.com, and thank you very much for them to supplying it. I've got quite a lot to talk about, but I've got to try and keep it as concise as possible, so I'm going to press it straight on and start to look at the vacuum cleaner and what you get in the box. So I'm going to start with the cleaning heads. This is the AEG Silent Air Technology standard cleaning head. So this is the sort of cleaning head you'd use on hard floors and on carpets. At the moment you can see it's in carpet position with the brushes up. Flicking this switch on top here puts them in the brushes down position. You can use it on carpet like that as well, but it would be also handy for using it on hard floors because the bristles will help. So that is the silent air technology. I'll talk about more of this in a minute, but it is very, very quiet on carpet. I'll do a quick demo of it as well so you can see how quiet it is. This head here is the hard floor cleaning head, which has got surrounded by bristles here. You can see them. It's got surrounded by them, and just a standard suction nozzle there. It's a bit thinner than the other one. I'll talk about this bit more in a second as well, because I think I found another use for this as well. And the big nozzle here at the back is the Flex Pro nozzle. This swivels in a complete 360, meaning you can get this into those really hard to reach awkward areas and slide it in sideways and whatever ways just to try and get it in. Very handy for getting down the side of cupboards, I found. It was very helpful for that. It's also got a very soft fibre-like strip underneath, which is very good for getting up debris on the floor here. We've got the extension tube here, which is telescopic. By pushing this handle down and pulling at the same time, it extends to a decent length actually. Takes about 1 metre in length. That there. And then there is AEG's 3-in-1 tool, which is an absolutely inspired design. I absolutely love this tool. Fantastic for people who have nowhere to store tools or are constantly losing their tools. I'll show you using the end of this. This is, first and foremost, as you can probably tell, a dusting nozzle. So we put that on there and you'd hoover over and dust all your surfaces. If you look inside, you'll see that the thing is the same shape. So we turn it around, pop it back on. This now becomes a crevice tool, like this. And you'll see it's split at the end there. Opening that up turns it into an upholstery nozzle. So it's 3-in-1, absolutely fantastic tool. I really, really like that. It's such a brilliant tool. This is the handle and hose. Bit tricky to get on this hose section here. It needs a bit of a push, but when it's on, it's still very firm. The handle here with the remote controls that you can see there, so power on button, and this increases and decreases the suction, so plus increases, minus decreases respectively. And then the main event over here is the vacuum cleaner itself. I'm just going to move these nozzles out of the way so I can bring this a little bit closer. So you can see, I'll show you the business end in a minute. At the back here we've got the filter, which has quite a nice release. It's very secured in. You have to press 1 and 2 to get the filter to come out. So it's very securely fastened in there. This section here is the power dial, and it will display the number 1 to 5 depending on what suction you've got it on. There is a manual power on button here on the cleaner and a cord rewind button here. At the other side here, the nozzle attaches to the vacuum on the side here and clips into the front down here for a bit extra sort of secureness there at the front. And then this is the compactor dust bin. This handle on top releases the dust bin, but also, if you look closely, compacts this section here and pushes down like that. You then pull up and release, and that'll take the bin off. This is a fantastic design. You can see this black strip running around the edge here actually presses against the side of the container and cleans it as you're pushing it down. so you don't have to put your hand in. There's still a bit of dust on the top there, but it comes off with a quick shake. You'll see that there is some dirt in here. I'll explain more about that in a second. In fact, I'll probably show you a bit more in a second. So that is what you get in the box. That is the basics of what's in the box. I've tried to split this review into about 3 areas. So there's ease of use, features, performance, and I've got pros and cons of each. I'll start with performance because I think I've done this a bit of an injustice here. The suction, these are pros first of all. Suction is fantastically strong, very, very, very strong indeed. I cannot deny that. And it doesn't seem to lose suction as the bag fills up. It doesn't claim that it does or doesn't, but I found that it doesn't seem to lose suction at all. The dust compactor is fantastically inspired. Clean for longer, because you just compact the dust and carry on cleaning. It doesn't bulk up in the dustbin there. And the reduction suction on the vacuum here, I'll turn that, I haven't got it plugged in, but the vacuum reduction, I've never seen a vacuum cleaner where you can reduce the suction as much, but still not receive a dip in performance. It still performs really well, just becomes a little easier to push along the floor. Hard floor pickup is fantastic. Carpet cleanup, it isn't as good, but I'll talk about a bit more of that in a second. It's the downfall of all cleaners, I think, that use suction only, like that on the bottom here, and don't have a power brush, that they aren't very good at on carpet. The demo video even talks about that though. They say they claim a 99% pickup on hard floors. They don't mention carpet. I received the cleaner yesterday and hoovered my whole house, and this was the result. Okay, so as I was just saying and explaining about the pickup, at this point of recording this video, the hoover has been with me for around about 45 minutes. So I have hoovered my whole house, which is landing, bathroom floor, 2 upstairs bedrooms, stairs, front room, hallway, back room and kitchen. And this is the collection of dust and dirt, and there's a couple of big bits of fluff in there that came from the inside of a dog's toy. As you can see, there's quite a lot of... I'm going to compact that a bit more there. This is the compactor I was showing, obviously. Let's pull that up. See that there? So it's picked up quite a lot of dirt and grime and hairs, etc. However, going round the same floors after it using my handheld Dyson DC59, not on full power for those people out there who might think it was, it picked up all this. So I'm not saying it's a bad cleaner, and you can see that there isn't a lot of dust. It's mainly dog hair. It's dog hair and pet hair. So just reinforcing really that, is this cleaner powerful? Yes, it is. Could it be better with a power brush on it, or an aero brush, or whatever AEG call it? Yes, it could, because it'd pick up all the pet hair. It'd be a lot better. After my attempt to hoover the whole house with it. However, today I thought I'll have another go with it, and I actually found that using this nozzle, which is meant for hard floors, on the carpet, got up quite a lot of dirt, and that is what I was saying before. This section you see in here is what I've got up off all the carpets and hard floors, using the hard floor brush sort of to brush over the carpet, and as you can see I've got quite a lot more hair up. It's worked quite well. So I think I've done it a bit of an injustice saying that it's not as good on carpet. It's just, if you use a different nozzle, it seems to work perfectly fine. However, with a power brush it probably would be even better on carpet. Rightio, features: silent nozzle. I'm going to pause the video, plug it in, and I will do a demo for you. Okay, right, so the Hoover is now plugged in, and as you can probably see on the display just over there, we've got a number on the cleaner that's saying 0, and that's because we haven't turned it on yet. I'm going to just show you how quiet this silent air nozzle is. I'll lift it off the floor to start with so you can see the noise coming out, and then we'll put it down on the floor. Right, and as you see, if I turn it on, you'll see the number. Go up to 5 there, that's on maximum suction. Okay, so putting it on the floor, this is what it sounds like when it goes on the floor, how silent it is. I could quite easily talk over the nozzle on the floor there. It's not making that much noise at all. So as you can tell, it is very quiet there. So that is a fantastic feature there. The different heads, 3-in-1 heads on this tool, absolutely fantastic. I love that completely. Suction control and display are extremely helpful as well. It seems to all of the cleaning heads are edge-to-edge cleaning, so you don't seem to miss any parts as you're going along the floor. There isn't any really design cons that I can think of, or feature cons that I can think of. It seems to be designed very well. Ease of use. Pause, 3-in-1 tool, don't have to carry it around. Hand controls, no bending down to turn on the Hoover or switch it off, fantastic. Dust compactor, brilliant as well, you can compress the dust going along. And as well, one of the other big, I haven't talked about it much, I'll just show you now. Fantastic con is that the dust bag is in fact away from where the cyclone is, so the dust bag is here. I'll lift that handle up so you can see. The cyclone is here, so normally in another vacuum this sort of filter here will be caked in dust because normally it's inside of the dust bag. It being away from that is fantastic. The dust is separate, it's not in there, it's a brilliant idea. Cons, the rubber wheels, the soft wheels that are supposed to protect your floor, they feel a bit hard to pull along sometimes. It doesn't seem to work as well as it should. On the actual cleaning head they work fine. On the body of the Hoover, just sometimes it feels a little difficult to pull along. Nothing too major though. It's not good for smaller homes in that respect because it bumps into things, because it's not very easy to pull along. The hose is relatively small. I can nearly fit it all into shot here. It's not that long at all. That means the cleaner's got to be with you most of the time. But on top of that, another pro is that the lead, the flex is quite long. I plugged it in downstairs in my house and I could quite easily hoover to the corner of every room without unplugging it and changing the location. So in that respect, it's not too bad at all. It works quite well. So in total, yeah, fantastic vacuum cleaner. It does work really well. It is worth the price that you pay for it. It's very, very good. With a power head, yes, it probably would be a little bit better, but that can be overcome somewhat by using this on your carpets, as this agitates the pile, not to the degree that a spinning brush head would, but a bit more than just a standard suction nozzle. So on the whole, I do really like it. It is a great vacuum cleaner. Design flaws are its main downfall, but apart from that, no, fantastic vacuum cleaner and would definitely recommend it. Thank you very much for watching.